Imagine a late-night Houston studio in the 90s. Pimp C hits record on his camcorder, and rumor says a young Beyonce is right in front of the lens. That unseen footage, the so-called Pimp C tape, has haunted hip-hop gossip ever since.
Who was in this Pimp C tape?
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick, and it was a guy that was getting money at the time. And, you know, Pimp, he used to be in the studio, and every now and then he'd have a camcorder, so he was able to get some footage. And he wanted to do something with the footage, but I don't know why he didn't do nothing with it. But if I could have got a hold of that tape, I'd be a billionaire, man. Whoever it was, they had to kill me, man. I know TMZ would have paid a bank for that one, man. But yeah, it is a tape, and if you read the comments, a lot of people figured out. A lot of people figured out because, you know, people that was in Houston at the time, they know who was a little loose.
If real, the tape could have derailed Beyonce's clean image before Destiny's Child blew up. Conspiracy talk claims heavyweights, maybe even Jay-Z, buried the footage to protect a future empire.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston.
And this is why fans bite this. A superstar, plus a legendary rapper, plus a missing tape equals perfect internet clickbait. A tiny chance it's true keeps TikTok and Reddit spinning the story on repeat. Court whispers also say one name could flip Diddy's entire case on its head: Beyonce. If the rumors are right, the queen herself might be dragged into testimony about what really went down at those infamous freak-offs. Cassie's lawsuit painted a picture of abuse and coercion. Beyonce was reportedly close enough to hear backstage chatter, fueling speculation she could confirm or crush key details. Blogs swear Jay-Z has been quietly lawyering up, doing damage control to keep his wife's image squeaky clean and any subpoena far away. Industry gossips claim teenage Beyonce was no choir girl. Backroom parties, edgy studio vibes, and plenty of older eyes watching her rise. Matthew Knowles allegedly told his daughter to steer clear of Pimp C and his hard-living circle. While there is no concrete proof for any of this, but the question arises, why do these speculations sell? Maybe squeaky clean icon hiding a scandalous origin story? Instant clicks. Even the possibility fuels endless comment wars and TikTok deep dives. When the news hit that Pimp C died in his sleep, most fans mourned. Others whispered murder. More than a decade later, the scene details still raise eyebrows and keep conspiracy boards buzzing. The coroner blamed sleep apnea complications mixed with codeine, lean. Case closed, at least on paper. But Houston insiders never bought that tidy answer. DJ Paul and Too Short both visited the death site and swear things felt off.
It's like, I heard some shit about he has clothes on or something. I don't know. Like, I don't really know if all this is true, but I just heard parts like, I'm like, what happened to my guy?
Right.
And then they come out with the official. It was a mixture of some stuff, the prescription and something else or something that I don't really know. But with me, I never really heard something that would give that closure for me. I never really heard anything tangible or true, like what happened to my guy.
A legendary rapper, odd forensic clues, zero follow-up investigation, perfect recipe for endless speculation and YouTube rabbit holes. But this is not all. Pimp C supposedly waved off a 7-figure advance from Jay-Z's camp, saying he wouldn't be anyone's industry puppet. That refusal cemented real tension between UGK headquarters and The Rock.
We set it up a meeting to go meet with Dame Dad. So we go, after I leave Java, go to Rock, to the Rock. As soon as I sit down there, Dame Dash opened up his checkbook, cut a check for $1 million. I'm like, whoa. I was like, is this for sure? He was like, no. He said, we want to with UGK. I was like, what? He's like, we want to with your boys. That's right. So I immediately picked up the phone and called Pimp C. Because all I was trying to get was 100,000. When Dame cut that $1 million, I called Pimp on the phone like, yo, Pimp. And him and Jamal was in the house. And I could hear a tussle or some type of confrontation, right? And I'm like, calm down, bro. Y'all calm down, Pimp.
I ran up the cable bill.
They was fighting. Okay, they was fighting like hard. And I'm like, Pimp, stop whatever you doing right now. I told you what's going down with Jamal when you moved him up in there. I said, but right now, I got $1 million check for you. And all we wanted was 100,000. I was just like, who is that with? I said, with Rockefeller. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm watching Dan with the checkbook, he writing it out. He was like, ain't that with, over there with Jay-Z? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, tell him to take that check and go give it to Tupac Mama, man. He's gonna be stealing all my shit. I was like, what?
Gossip swears Jay-Z wanted Pimp C quiet because the Texan had receipts on a Beyonce fling. Whether true or not, it added gasoline to an already fiery rivalry. Pimp C's trademark bluntness, calling out fake numbers, shady label deals, and coastal bias made powerful execs nervous. Some fans believe that his outspokenness made him a target. In an interview, Bun B said Jay-Z phoned mid-shoot, casually asking who was around Queen B. When Bun listed Pimp C and other guys, Jay's tone shifted fast. According to Bun, Hav ordered every man out. No debate, no delay. Crew members stepped aside while Beyonce kept filming. Only women left on set.
So he's like, wait a minute, how many dudes are there? And so she's like, oh, it's about 9 or 10 guys, I guess, over there. Where are they now? They're in here, they're in the soundstage, they're kind of watching, watching her film. What is she wearing? They describe the outfit, and he's like, yo, clear the room.
Wow.
So they immediately come over to us, and they kick all of us out, send us up to our dressing rooms.
Wow.
And we're told to stay there.
Wow.
Until we have to shoot.
Okay.
We're not allowed to watch Beyonce dance anymore in the video.
Insiders say early drafts of Cassie's complaint referenced both Carters. Those lines were blacked out before filings hit the court docket, sparking endless who else knew debates. Leak chatter claims Beyonce actually saw Diddy mistreat Cassie, then confronted him on the spot. If true, it positions her as a silent eyewitness the court could still tap. Sources indicate that Beyonce told Jay-Z she was done defending him if he continued shielding Diddy. The rift allegedly pushed private tension into their marriage and inner circle. And remember when Jaguar Wright just took her claims nuclear, accusing Beyonce and Jay-Z of running a secret Diddy-style trafficking ring? If even one detail sticks, it's career-ending chaos for music's ultimate power couple.
Victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. And everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting AirTag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Wright says multiple survivors are lining up to talk, promising sworn statements that could yank the Carters straight into a courtroom. So far, 0 documents, 0 named victims, and 0 law enforcement action. Every claim rides solely on Jaguar's word. But if Diddy falls in court, the shockwave won't stop with him. Legal eyes are already sliding toward Beyonce and Jay-Z. The question isn't if the Carters feel the heat, but how hot it will get. Prosecutors love patterns. If Diddy's alleged crimes stick, every name linked to his parties, flights, or freak-offs becomes fresh hunting ground. The Carters sit near the top of that list, but for now, all of these claims rest on shaky ground. Think barbershop whispers, not courtroom evidence, no documents, no proven witnesses, just stories that have morphed over the years. What are your thoughts? Tell us in the comments section below.